Imagine a world without smartphone, without operating system like Windows or Linux, without modern programming language like Python or Java. Now imagine that one programming language makes all of that possible. That language is C. We're gonna explore the fascinating story of C programming, how it was created, why it became so powerful, and how it shaped the digital world we live in today. This isn't just the story of a programming language, it's the story of how modern computing was built. To understand C, we need to go back to the 1960s. Computer was hooked machines. Programming them was difficult and slow. Most of it was written in assembly language, which is very close to machine code. Assembly language was hard to write, hard to read, different for every computer, and extremely time-consuming. Programmers wanted something better, a higher level language that was still powerful enough to control hardware. Around this time, a language called BCPL, Basic Combined Programming Language, was created by Martin Richard. Later, BCPL inspired another language called B, created by Ken Thompson. But B had limitations. It didn't fully support data type and wasn't powerful enough to complex systems. And that's where the real breakthrough happens. In the early 1970s, at Berlin, a computer scientist named Dennis Ritchie began improving the B language to create a language that was powerful like assembly, portable across machines, easier to write and understand, and suitable for system programming. By 1972, he had created C programming language. C introduced data type, structured programming, functions, pointers, and direct memory access. It was efficient, fast, and flexible. But that truly made C revolutionary wasn't just the language itself. It was what it was used to build. At Berlin, another major project was happening, the development of the UNIX operating system. UNIX was being developed by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. Originally, UNIX was written in assembly language, but assemblies made it hard to move UNIX to different hardware systems. So the Ritchie rewrote the UNIX in C. This was a revolutionary decision, because it meant UNIX could run on different machines, software became portable, and operating system no longer had to be hardware specific. This was the first time an operating system was written in a high-level language, and it changed everything. During the late 1970s and 1980s, university began adapting UNIX. Since UNIX was written in C, students learned C to understand and modify the system. C became the language of serious programmers. In 1978, a book was published that helped C explode in popularity. The book names the C programming language, written by Brian Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie. This book became known as K&R-C. It wasn't just a manual, it was clear, elegant, and practical. For many programmers, this book was their introduction to C, and it became legendary. As C became more popular, different versions started appearing. This caused problems like code written on one system didn't always work on another's, and compilers behaved differently. So in 1989, the American National Standard Institute standardized C. This version became known as NZ-C or C89. Later updates included C99, C11, C17, C23. Standardizations made C stable and reliable for the long term, and that's one reason it's still used today. C didn't just survive. It's inspired generation of programming language. Some of the most powerful and famous include C++, Java, C Sharp, Objective-C, and Go. Even Python's borrows syntax idea from C. The curly brace, the semicolon, and the structure. If you know C, learning other language become easier. That's why many universities still teach C first. You might think C is old, but it's still everywhere. C is used in operating systems like Linux, embedded system, microcontroller, game engines, database compilers, and networks software. Even parts of modern systems like Windows and Mac OS are written in C. C gives programmers direct memory control, high performance, and small runtime overheads. It's very fast, it's very powerful, it's close to the machine. Dennis Ritchie once said C is quirky, flawed, and an enormous success. C is not the easiest language. It doesn't protect you from mistakes, but it gives you control. And that control has built modern operating system, programming language ecosystem, the internet infrastructure, embedded device, and the foundation of modern computing. C isn't just a programming language. It's the ancestor of the modern software world. And more than 50 years later, it's still alive.